Hey you guys, it's still day 3. It's the evening time, and my husband is taking me to the hospital again for the second day in a row. My contractions have gotten to the point to where I can't bear them, and I started getting nervous because I started getting like low on breath and just extremely exhausted. I can't. Sorry you guys, my phone had something happen to my phone. But anyways, like I was saying, my kids are with my mom, and so for the second day in a row, my husband's taking me. So my cramps got so unbearable, my contractions got so unbearable to a point to where I'm having, I don't know. My cramps had gotten so unbearable to the point of where I am extremely exhausted, shortness of breath, and the pain, it feels like unbearable. Like it hurts so bad when the contractions come. I can't sleep, I can't lay flat, I can't do nothing. So I've decided to go ahead and go to the hospital, and there's no way they're gonna turn me away being in this much pain. There's no way they're gonna send me home like this. Just the amount of pain that I'm in, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah, no way.
And so my opinion is, I think I'm in active labor, and I think I've been in active labor all day long. It's just not progressing fast. It's progressing slow. You know what I'm saying? It's not, but I want to say that it's progressing faster because these cramps, these contractions are no joke. They hurt so bad to the point to where I start crying when they come. Start crying. Sometimes like I could move the wrong way. Like I could just move the wrong way and I'll get a contraction just from moving the wrong way. Like just from laying back or turning on my side, I get a contraction, just that easy. So we're going to,
Baby.
I know, I'm putting it on. We're going to the hospital right now, you guys, and hopefully we'll be, I'll come back in and give you guys an update that they confirmed that I'm actually in labor, full-blown labor, and hopefully I've dilated, because I'm starting to feel pressure like a baby's head in like really, really low. And so I'm praying to God that it all makes, that what I'm feeling, what I think, what I believe is the truth. So listen to your body. Anybody who's listening to me right now, I'm pregnant. Listen to your body. Sometimes we try to be tough and tough it out, but listen to your body. Your body will tell you when you've had enough. Your body will tell you. You can't do this alone and on your own. When you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to the hospital, and I'll talk to you guys later. Pause. I had to pause the video real quick. Please, woman of God, listen to your body. Today is July 15th, and I'm popping back in during this labor and delivery vlog. So expect to see me pop back in from time to time. I want you to be encouraged to listen to your body. Because when I called them on the phone, the doctor, they kept telling me, if your contractions are 3 minutes apart, when it gets to 3 minutes apart, come in. Well, my contractions never got to 3 minutes apart until I was literally almost ready to push. I'll let you know that. I'll show you that further as we get through this video. But that never happened. When your body tells you that the pain has gotten to a point where you need intervention, you need to go to the hospital. Listen to your body. They will never lie to you. All the while, when I was on my way to the hospital, my contractions got so bad, and I didn't film this part, but they got so bad while I was driving on the freeway with my husband, and a song came on, and I'll try to put the name in the name of the song right here. And I began to pray. I began to speak in tongues. I began to just raise my hands. There's a part in the song that says, all of my help comes from you, my Savior. All of my help. And that was my first time listening to that song. And that song is what got me through that drive to the hospital. And in that moment, I just found myself releasing anything that could stop me, anything that could make me fearful of giving birth. I began to release it to the Holy Spirit, and God began to use me in that vehicle. I never thought that I was strong enough to be in so much pain, but yet praising my God, yet giving him praise, glory, and honor as these contractions are getting stronger and stronger. I never thought that day would come. I never thought I'd be that person. I never thought I'd be telling you guys this right now. I thought I'd be screaming my head off in this vehicle, but I wasn't. God prepared me. He prepared me for the journey, and I want you to be encouraged because he's going to prepare you too. Trust him and understand that all of your help comes from the Lord. Now let's get back into the video. Okay, so you guys, the nurse came in, but we are actually in full-blown labor. I'm 4 to 5 centimeters dilated, 80% effaced, you guys, and I'm in active labor. Like, my contractions are strong. They hurt bad, so I'm not going to be able to be in here too much longer. I did try to tell my husband that once I'm ready to push, for him to like see if he can turn the camera on. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't, because I don't really know if filming is what we can do, but
yeah, that's fine.
Can try. But I'm so surprised at myself. Like, I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm supposed to, because they try to offer me the epidural, and I told them no, I don't want it.
So what
but I'm trying. It take the pain away. Take the pain away.
Okay.
But they did offer me nitrous, which is some gas.
So where you gonna take it?
She went to go get it.
Yeah.
She went to go get it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to take the gas, but I gotta get off of here because my contractions are strong and they're coming fast, and I'm about to have one now. Is it on?
Yeah.
You guys. Okay. I have some on.
Oh no.
I have some nitrous here, you guys, and I have. My nurse told me to use the nitrous when my contraction is coming, to breathe in and breathe out, and that will help. And she was right. And so it might not work for every mother, but if you're a mother in labor and having contractions, try this. I haven't had an epidural. It's not off the table, but they let me know that it's not off the table. Like, if I want it, I can get it. I'm about 6 centimeters dilated. They broke my water, and I'm doing great. And I thank God. The contractions are powerful. They hurt. Here's one.
Yep, I'm excited to see this baby, guys. Yeah. Can't wait. Yeah. They got the baby bed right here for the baby. They warm it up. Warm it up. Low heat. Yeah, baby stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, everything's set up, guys. Everything's set up. The baby. And over here, yeah, they have something set up for the baby. Yeah. Yeah, my wife of the construction right now. Yeah, the water broke, guys. The water break. Finally. Finally. God is good. All the time. Yeah, man. God is good all the time, man.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
and a gush of water just gush out. Like I said, it's painful, and I don't take it lightly that God has graced me to be able to do this. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
But this has helped a lot. Breathing through your nose, out through your mouth has helped a lot. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. And we'll see you guys when it's time to push. When it's time to push. Okay, babe. You can turn it off now.
Yeah, I'm a. Like to pee. It's pee. Is it?
No, it's probably like what's in baby.
Oh, okay.
That baby's party. Do you guys want to go on and see we just continue on how everything It was always harder when he did for this one. Perfect, thanks. Okay? Get a nice big breath and bear down again. Push down, 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 down. There you go. Good job. Take a breath again. Do one more push. Pull all that air in and push down. There you go. And when the contraction ends, then you can rest. That contraction done?
It wasn't a contraction.
Oh.
I was just pushing.
Oh, okay. Okay, push down. Push harder. Push.
30 plus 2, 4, 5.
You gotta hold that down, Mama. Hold it down. Push down.
Very good.
No, not right yet. What is this? 3.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back over here.
Okay. And then we'll fold it off. call the hospital. I don't know whether he's going to be in the hospital exactly how long, but yeah. Still pushing? When you stop pushing, then you know that it'll listen to the baby again. So when you're pushing through, it's going to help if you hold your breath. You can hold all the air in the diaphragm. Okay? So maybe a deep breath and push down in your butt. Okay? I don't know. Focus down with this one reason. Is she using it still? Is it telling you want to come off? Huh? Telling you want to come off? I'm just going to turn it off. I'm not using it. Yeah, I was saying to just turn the button for the sound.
Pause. So what you guys don't see again is that right before I started like actually pushing and all the doctors and nurses came into the room, I was sitting on a ball, and I was sitting on a ball for about, it didn't feel like 2 hours, but I must have been sitting on the ball. No, I wasn't sitting on the ball for 2 hours. I was sitting on the ball for like an hour. So I'm sitting on this ball. I get out the bed because what happens is the doctor comes in to check me after I'm in that room for an hour breathing in the nitrous, right? And she checks me and I'm still dilated to 6 centimeters. After 1 hour, and I'm just laying in the bed, like just my legs straight up and down, like, you know, laying on the bed or whatever, breathing in the nitrous. And what I didn't tell you guys is that a real life angel was in the room with me. So the nurse that had brought us to the room, she was from Jamaica. She was from Spanish Town. I picked up her accent before my husband did. And I asked her, while I'm in labor, I said, are you from the Caribbean? And she's like, yeah. So we're talking and everything. Normally when a nurse comes in your room, they check you and everything. The doctor comes in, they check you, then they leave you with your family until you feel, until they feel like you're far enough, or they might come in an hour or so and check you or if something's wrong. Well, this nurse stayed with me. She never left my side. She came into the room. She suggested the nitrous for me. She looked at me in my eyes. She said, if you start screaming during these contractions, you're going to hyperventilate and you're going to pass out. So I want you to breathe through these contractions. She's never had children before. So at that moment, I could have said, F you, don't tell me nothing, yada, 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 yada. But I trusted this lady because I believe God put her in the room with me for a reason. That's why it's so important to pray before you I'm talking about months before you know you have to be in this labor and delivery room. Months before you know it's coming. Pray, 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 pray. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. You understand me? God put she was a real life angel to me in that moment. I knew nothing about what I was getting ready to do. Listen, a lot of people keep asking me, have you had children before? Have you had children before? Yes, I've had children before, but my children that I've had before was nothing like what happened during this pregnancy. This pregnancy was capital P perfect. Do you understand me? Because my relationship with God has grown, and because my relationship with God has grown, He has strengthened me. He has made a way of escape for me. He has made everything work out for my good in His glory. Do you hear me? And so as I'm pushing, she's like, just breathe. And she gave me the nitrous, and I'm very sensitive to drugs. I'm very, very sensitive to drugs. And so when I'm breathing it in, I get a little head high, and it's just enough to keep me quiet. So when I get a contraction, I'm breathing in and I'm getting real head high, and then I'm breathing out. And I'm breathing in and breathing out during my contraction. So whenever I feel contraction, I'm breathing the nitrous in heavy, and then I'm breathing out, right? So I'm in there high, but it doesn't last long. So once the contraction is done, like the pain returns, right? the pain returns. But the moral of the story is that I'm sitting on a ball because I realized like the Holy Spirit started ministering to me while I was laying on this bed. And I'm like, God, I've been on this bed for an hour in pain. And if I have to stay on this bed any longer, I'm going to be getting an epidural soon. So God is like, get up, get up. So the lady's like, do you want a ball? She suggests, my real life angel is suggesting things to me I didn't know I needed because I was just going to stand up and walk around. She's like, I'll bring you a ball. She brings me a balance ball to sit on. She puts a little cloth on it, and I'm sitting on that ball. And when I feel a contraction, I get up. I'm sitting on the ball, and I'm with my hands on the edge of the bed. So when I feel a contraction, I get off of the ball. I lean over to the bed, and I have the nitrous on my face. I'm breathing in and breathing out real heavy, trying to get as high as I possibly can to get through this contraction. And I'm squatting while I'm doing it. I'm doing this consistently for 1 hour, you guys. Kid you not, consistently. I'm sitting on the ball, just bouncing on the ball. Then when I feel a contraction, I get up, I bend over the edge of the bed, and I begin to squat. Because of the pain. I'm not even trying to do a real life squat, but the pain is so bad. I'm like, I gotta move. So I'm squatting as I'm doing. My husband's laughing at me because can you imagine your butt just being all out? My butt is just out exposed. I don't care at this point. And I'm just squatting with this mask on my face like this. And that is what I was doing the entire time for like a whole entire hour. And then I threw up. When I threw up, the nurse knew that I was close to push. I was ready to push. So I threw up. When I threw up, I felt a bunch of gush of water, honey, maybe even feces, I just felt everything come out of me. And she's like, okay, I'm going to have the doctor come check you. They came to check me. And when they checked me, I was 9 centimeters dilated. I was 9 centimeters. She said, you are ready to push. You have to get back in the bed. And she said, once you get in the bed, you cannot get back out the bed. I was sad because I did not want to get back in that bed to save my life. I did not. But I got back in the bed. I sat regularly on my butt, and I realized that I wasn't going to be able to, this was going to delay me again, right? Because when you're sitting with your legs kind of closed, it's not allowing your uterus to open. I have to get my uterus open, right? My goal was to experience the less amount of pain the less amount of pain during the less amount of time. And I didn't want this labor to be long. So I said, you got to get this uterus open. You got to get it open. So I get up. I said, they said, you can't get out of this bed. I said, I can't get out of this bed, but can I turn around in the bed? So they say, yeah, you could do whatever you want, but you got to stay in this bed. I said, cool. So I gets up. And I turn around and all of my butt is exposed for everybody to see, honey. And I'm leaning over, and with my legs wide open. I'm just trying to get that uterus open. And that's how I was. And you guys saw how long I was doing that, right? It was about 5 or 10 minutes that I'm doing that. But the nurse ends up telling me after I deliver, she said that I believe when you got up in that bed, like after the doctor told you we're 9 centimeters dilated, when you got up and you turned around over the edge of that bed and you began to like basically squat and stick your butt out, she said, I believe that was the right, just the right amount of force you needed and just opening you needed to push the baby down further enough to where you could actually push to where we could see the baby's head. And I said, look at God. Look at God. A real life angel in the room with me. You guys, as these doctors are talking to me, I'm not medicated. I have no epidural. All I have is this head high that only lasts for 30 seconds and then I'm back in pain. And I did this, and I can't believe I did this. Back into the video.
There we go. Okay, big breath in and push down. And push down. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push down. 1, 2.
No. Wait, longer.
You gotta push down into that pain, Mama. Don't let this baby's gonna come out.
Push.
You're doing it.
Push. Keep going. 8, 9, 10.
Get a breath and go again.
Good job. Keep pushing. You still have a contraction?
Do you think you could try pushing on your side?
I can turn around.
Okay. Don't be on your back, by the way. We're gonna do it on your side.
Okay.
Okay. more towards me if you can. There you go. Can you come over here and hold her leg?
I had to pause again real quick. Y'all heard the nurse ask my husband to come over and hold my leg. So she was great at suggest. This is a different nurse. This is this is not the nurse, my angel nurse. This is a different nurse. I don't know who this lady is. But she's right next to me, you guys. And she's encouraging me. She's doing a great job. She asked my husband to come over and hold my leg. And because I realized that my tailbone was really sore, and like I'm still overcoming the pain of my tailbone, and it's been a while since I gave birth, a few weeks, and I'm still overcoming the pain in my tailbone, you guys. And so I'm realizing when I turn around to get on my back, you know, to try to push normal, and it's hurting me. My tailbone is hurting me. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to give birth on my back like this. So she suggested that I go on my side. And that was a great suggestion. However, on my side, I could not hold my leg. And so she asked my husband to come over and hold my leg. And you guys are going to see as we continue with this video, at this point, I have no nitrous. Like the nitrous just stopped working when I got to the point of ready to push. But the contractions are still coming. They're still crazy. And I'm still like really, really going through it. And so I'm not in my right mind at all. And at some point during this video, the lady asked me to hold my own leg while I'm pushing. And I'm like, I can't hold my leg. I can't hold my leg. And so my husband is holding my leg, and whilst I'm on my side and I'm pushing, right? And she gets mad that I'm not holding my own leg, and she takes the little monitor thing where she's using to put on my stomach to hear my baby's heartbeat. Well, the baby's head is already out at this point, and she pushes it on my stomach, and it hurts so much worse because I'm literally in contractions, and she pushes this down on my stomach. So I got very, very, very aggressive and irate with this lady. And you're going to hear it. I'm not taking this part out because this is the reality. After I had the baby, I ended up apologizing. But listen, if you're a nurse listening to me, honey, if your patient is in pain, you see this, like your patient is in pain, keep the focus on them. Don't try to put the focus on you and get pissed off when your patient is not doing what you want them to do. Understand what they're going through. And so that's all I'm going to say. Let's get back to the video.
So grab your leg. No, grab this leg. So I want you to curl around like a... curl around. Curl around, push down. Push.
Push down.
Down here. Down, down.
There you go.
Push.
Good push.
Push.
That's it.
More.
Big breath, and I want you to put your chin to your chest. Don't let that air out.
Push.
Don't let that air out.
Push down. That's it. More. Keep pushing.
That's it. Just like that. Keep going.
Yes.
All right.
Get a breath and do it again. And go.
Push.
Go. That's it. Just like that.
Push.
You have a towel? You have a towel?
Okay. Here's your head, okay?
Alright, let's have a baby sit.
So I want you to let go here, and I want you to grab over here. I want you to push. It will help you curl down. No, not the bed. Grab your knee or the leg.
Like that. Okay.
Yes.
I want to put. It hurts.
Hey.
I think that patient from the NBC is here.
Yeah, they were trying to register, they couldn't because so I'll pull her over. Did she come up?
Yeah, she's outside.
Okay.
You want me to just let her
Just call one of the CAs to have her go back to
Man, you
triage.
pushing on me too hard.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, you about to get up away from me.
Okay.
I don't have no medication, so don't be pushing
I'm
me
trying
like
to.
that.
Okay.
Okay, you're not helping me. You pushing on me too hard. Shoot. I'm not having a contraction yet.
In your mouth. Go.
Okay. Push. Push, 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 keep going. Push, push, push. More, 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 more.
Going.
Yeah, she's coming out, baby. She's coming out.
10. Good. Breathe and push.
You can do it. You
Right
can do
back
it.
at
That's
it.
it. Let's go.
You're strong.
Doing it.
You're strong.
Push, push, push.
Go, girl. You can do it. Get it. Go.
Going.
You can do it.
Here we go.
You can do it, baby. You can do it. Yes. Let's get it. Yes. You can do it. You're strong. Yes, you're strong. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. Yes. There you go. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Wait! Yeah, she coming. She coming. She coming, baby. Push. Push. She coming.
Go get it.
She coming. 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 No, he's right here. He's here. The baby's here. The baby's here. Woo! That was good. Woo! Woo! Woo!
I couldn't hear it better than the mothers.
Woo!
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, the baby's here.
Did you get the time?
Oh, baby.
Congratulations! You did without epidural.
Yeah.
Look at your baby girl.
Yeah, right now. I'm
Okay.
so weak.
Give me.
Give me to daddy. Oh, hold on.
Watch yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Can I sit
Okay.
up or no?
Yeah, you can move around.
I'm sorry for your little shit.
My baby, guys. Pretty baby. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
Your cord is short, okay, so don't go too far, okay? She has a really
Wait,
short
I don't want
cord.
to cut it yet.
Okay,
That's okay.
if you don't want to cut it, you don't
No,
have to.
don't
Okay.
cut her. Let her give her time. Give her time.
Baby girl.
Hey,
You're
baby.
pretty beauty. Pretty baby.
Hey, mama.
Right there.
Yes.
The cord's just a little bit short. I'm just gonna take this band off you, sweetheart, okay?
Yes. Yes, baby.
Sorry, mama. I'll feel better.
He's like your daddy.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, sugar. Mama, sweet baby. You're a beautiful girl. Can I sit up some more? Or no?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah, I need a pillow on my head because I feel uncomfortable.
That a baby girl.
Oh, sweetie, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Let me
the
get these
baby
bands under you.
girl.
Feel better, okay?
Can I get
Sorry.
another towel for her,
Yeah.
please? Hey, mama. Hi. Hey, sugar.
You arrived. You
did so
arrived.
good, Mama.
You're
I'm gonna take this
here.
wet one away from
Okay,
her. Okay. You got her?
Girl.
Okay.
Okay, come here, baby girl. Here you go.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, come here.
Do a tap. Yeah, look at that hair. Hi, Mama.
Oh, that's good. It's good to cry. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to cry. Yes, it's a good thing. Yes, baby. Yes, mama knows. Yes.
Pretty baby.
Move this. Okay. There we go.
All right, cut it.
So right in
here.
between there.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Breastfeeding my baby, guys.
Tell them what to go through.
I went through a lot,
Yeah.
but I'm fine. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, baby's so cute. Cutie. a lot of blood, babe. Oh my God. That's the thing over there. You got to carry him.
Yeah, you got to take it out of here. You got to
Babe.
take it home.
Why?
Cause I'm taking it home, babe.
Why?
Because
Tell me why.
because they take those and they experiment on them and they also sell them. They're not selling my baby placenta. Go show them.
For what?
They sell them and make money off of your placenta.
What is selling and what they do with them?
Some people take them and they put them in like products, like facial products, medicines, and stuff like that. Yeah.
You're lying.
No.
Really? Let me show you what my wife telling me about. Yeah.
That's what the baby is.
It's gross.
That nutrient, that
It's a gross.
feel good.
It's a
That's
gross.
what took care of the baby. So don't be acting.
Oh my God.
Hey. Why you